Feel like you've hit rock bottom? In your lowest moments, God will help you. Discover your new life through prayer. Sign up now, and missionaries like us will teach you to pray in 3 simple lessons. Sign up down below.
Hey, guess what? Trans athletes are killing it. Absolutely. Jennifer saying...
I've been saying that.
What's that?
I've been saying that.
Yeah, I know. Kurt's been saying that. Kurt's been saying that
they're the best.
They're the best female athletes for sure.
Oh, who saw that coming?
Jennifer Say tweeted this out right now in California, Oregon, and Connecticut. The #1 ranked high jumpers in the girls division. She says boys. They're boys. I say
from England, where they just declared that.
I say they're what's that?
Is she from the UK, where the Supreme Court just declared no, it's women and men. The female is biological. Obviously, I don't know why UK passed that.
She says
we don't have that.
It's weird how this never happens, and yet here we are. Because that's the line, right? They say. By the way, that should be the new tourism ad for Come to California, where it takes real balls to be in women's sports. Come on. Am I right? Come on. Hey, guess what? The top astronauts are Gayle King and Katy Perry now, so it kind of balances out. Am I right? Come on. Okay, so here here, let's watch. Here's a trans lady going to do a little high jump today in California, Oregon, and Connecticut. You can turn it down. I don't need to hear the music. The best female high school high jumpers are biological males.
Is this for or against it?
Males in women's sports never happens more than you might think. TheTruthFits.com. That's from Jennifer Say.
Oh, yeah. Well, the people that, like that dingbat from that other show that's always crying about it, that fake cries about it, she doesn't watch sports. So the reason they say it never happens is because they don't watch sports, they don't care about sports, and they hate jocks. And they like that they're messing with that and doing some progressive thing at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
You know how they don't like exercise is kind of right wing. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, it's very right wing. So is reading and doing your own research or getting a second opinion on a medical treatment. It's very right wing.
Yeah, I don't understand how all these Hollywood handsome supposed leftists are in such great shape, because I feel like they're fascists for that.
So KC Buck the Herd is going with the herd on this one. Casey says it's only like 10 trans athletes. I think.
What does that mean?
So I think that they're playing down how often it happened. Just exactly what Jennifer Say was making fun of. She's saying this thing that never happened seems to be happening all the time.
Yeah, it's only 10. Do you understand how a championship works? We narrow it down to the top 10. That's why it's only 10, because they're the best of everyone.
But what about all the female to male trans champions in male sports?
Yeah.
There aren't any? Okay. Well, that's just a fluke then.
Where's the dudes going? These trans men are killing us out there.
Killing us. So I've heard that a lot. I've heard this a lot. And so that never happens. First of all, 10 trans athletes, that's 10. So let's say that's 10 states.
It's the championships. There's only one winner of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's right.
You understand? Like the people saying this don't understand how sports work.
So I went to this website called hecheated.org. It's a real website.
Okay. You saw my website. Go on.
And I went to Kurt's website called hecheated.org, which is different than cheaters.org. It's a totally different.
Yeah, a whole different thing.
Whole different thing. And they say they've done a total over, I guess, a long time, a couple of decades. And they say out of 12,600 total events, trans athletes have finished 6,615 of them in top 3 finishes, and 3,851 of them have been unfair victories. That's a
It's
lot.
just like,
That's more than
yeah.
10.
who's this for? The ownership class? Regular people already, they don't need to see any numbers to know how insane this is. Rogan will tell me scientifically why this doesn't, and I mean, he knows his stuff about it. And I go, hey, I'm going to stop you right there because I have eyes. I don't need to see your chart to know that it's not the same. Like, what are you, nuts? Why are we even having to make charts? This is for the ownership class. See, the people that don't care, that go, oh, just let him play, it's only 10, are aspiring to be in that class, or they are in that class.
Yeah.
The people that actually do the sport, which would be like the workers in this case, no one cares about you. If we had an AI that could do what you do, we replace you. So of course a boy can replace you. You don't understand how it works? You're a champion because you're a thing that's owned. That's what a champion is, dummy.
So it's like,
so that they don't understand what's going on.
it's like
they think
how,
it matters.
it's just college educated white women. Just like non-college educated white women are against DEI. College educated men against it. Non-college educated white men. They're all white people are against DEI except for college educated women.
Who are men?
They're overwhelmingly for. This is one of those things. This is all just college educated women have just lost their minds. White women.
They didn't lose their minds. They got indoctrinated with like this is the ruling class goes, we're going to plan ahead 5 years for what we want. We're going to make white women the favored class now, and they're going to do our bidding, like in Dune. The fish speakers worked for the worm god emperor. That's what they are, like zealots and mania. Every cult has to have, Jim Jones had to have a bunch of women that were willing to stick a syringe into a kid with poison.
Yeah.
They pick a class, and that's going to be their class.
So this is that's over a couple. This isn't just like this year. This over. I think it's a big. If you go to that website, it's really unbelievable. They have it listed. It just not just
What's
doesn't. It doesn't stop.
NoShit.com.
It's called No Shit. HeCheated.org.
This is the most absurd thing that I've ever. I mean, this is really like when the clown world meme, how it took off, because this is so stupid that you would even have to have apply an education, this thing that the stupidest person in the world, an animal that can't speak, can figure out.
Yeah. I mean, you want to stump a college educated white woman, ask her what a woman is. What a woman is.
What are you?
What are you?
Yeah. Well, in the UK, they've made a judgment on that, which I find surprising. But I think they don't have the Pritzker family in the UK to push gender.
What was the finding in the UK, Kurt?
A biological female. That's what a woman is.
Oh, they have had a
court. Yep.
Do they go by chromosomes or genitalia, or what do they do? They go by hormones.
I think it was a landmark case of pole versus hole.
Is that the scientific term? Okay.
I'm not a scientist, but I know that's the ruling.
Did they say bonus hole?
No, bonus hole is demoting the vagina to below asshole status, basically, in a nutshell. That's what that is. Unbelievable. Thank you, feminism. Wow, you did it. Land on the aircraft carrier. Victory accomplished. Mission accomplished. Pussies are lower than assholes now.
All right, over.
Well, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
You're not a scientist.
I'm not a scientist.
Are you a scientist?
Again, and this doesn't. Keeping female spaces female is not discrimination. That's not discrimination. No one's for discrimination. No one's for denying anybody civil rights.
Well, it is discrimination.
But you are discriminating against women if you let biological males in their spaces.
Okay, you do have to discriminate. There's a kind that's bad and a kind that's just a normal discrimination you would make, which is men are stronger and larger than women and pose a danger to women. Obviously.
Well, there's separation and segregation. Those are, you know what I mean?
But the word means that. Like, the word discriminate does not mean an inherently negative thing at all. And that's what they were pushing with DEI. They were going, no, we need discrimination, but it needs to be all against white cis males or whatever drivel. The word doesn't mean a bad thing automatically. Having a winner means we discriminated. The winner and the loser. Do you understand?
I'll never forget the first time I heard that term, cis male. It was on my show that Jim, I forget his last name now, Keaty, who's a great guy. He called himself that. I'm a white cis male. I was like, what is he saying?
You're gay?
I'm like, what are you saying? I thought he was calling himself a sissy.
Well, the person who came up with cisgender, I know it's spelled with a C, but they know damn well what the hell they're doing. They know what they're doing with that.
What does cis even mean? CIS.
Cisgender, it means like it's really a needless word. It actually implies
what's the
like,
root of cis? That's what I'm asking. Like, where does that word come from?
Like same. It means like the same or something.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. It's from Sweden.
Is it like Latin?
Yeah, I mean, you probably could ask Siri, but I know it's just some Swedish guy.
It is Latin.
Whenever some random European you never heard of is setting social policy, you know it's some kind of social engineering from the top.
All right, we've talked about this enough.
I feel like a real
I just thought that was fun. That's what you want to see it again. Here, it's funny. It's funny. You can turn it down here. Today, let's watch. Right now, I have we have to mute you for a second so we don't hear this music. And there she goes. Now, why? You know why males, biological males could jump high? I can't believe I have to say biological males. The reason why males can jump and women can't, right? Why can males jump? Why is the male NBA so much more exciting to watch than the female NBA? Because females' center of gravity is in their hips because they're built for childbearing. Male center of gravity is in their shoulders, so you can jump higher. It's
really?
Yes, that's why. That's why. And that's why the trans females are kicking ass in high jump.
What size shoe you think that gal was wearing? About a 13?
I think about a 13.
Yeah.
I wonder what is the record for female high jump? What is it? What's that? That's it. What is the record for female high jump? 2.1 meters. Well, how many feet is 2.1 meters? 6 feet, 6.89 feet. So that's like 6 feet 9 inches. Really, a lady can really? That's high. That's much higher than I would have thought. I would have thought it was about 4'3". What is the male high jump record? 8 feet, 0.4 inches. So like a foot, but that's still way higher than I thought ladies could jump.
If you want to know, cis, the prefix, it means on this side of in like Latin. So
okay.
It just means non-trans, which is kind of you just say normal.
Man, that is really, women can jump.
It's to destroy the category of normal. The whole purpose of it, the whole reason somebody in 1994 to weird Germans or whatever the hell they were, is we want to erode. That's what queer is. Queer is not meaning gay. Queer means whatever normal is, I want to be the opposite of what normal is forever. Is a continuing revolution. There's all kinds of stupid crap tied into it. And people study it. They take out loans to learn this crap. And then they become champions.
And then they become champions.
Oh, wow. Female? Female. He looks female.
Yeah.
I can't believe people are that stupid that they're like, well, I probably should go along with this. If I'm cisgender, I should take on that language because you told me to.
So
Swedish pervert, thank you.
So this woman, wow. Of August 30th of 1987. Six feet 10 and a quarter inches for a lady. But if you look at her, she doesn't really have any hips.
I don't know how things work, but I did date a girl one time that used to be a pole vaulter.
So I mean that
She
record, I
didn't
think.
make it over this pole.
Anyway, all right, over to Steph. We spent way too much time on that.
I still, we still have to play that one that I sent to you and Howie, that woman talking about the LGBTQ community. That was an interesting clip.
Oh, that was
Remember
very
that
interesting.
one?
Yeah.
She came out pretty powerful. Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen. How are you guys? We've got a fantastic show for you today, don't we? Okay. Anyways, here we go. Let's see. Hey, this is from Faux Peasy. You cannot criticize the people who control you. If you cannot criticize Israel, what does that tell you? All right, thank you for that one, amigo. It went downhill when women left the kitchen and went to work. Yeah, I see what you're saying there, WS84.
Who could afford to not go to work, by the way? It's like, oh, women just like got stupid and wanted to leave. Who could afford that? Who could afford to not have a job?
Well, I also want to point out, working at home, keeping your home and raising your kids is work. I don't have kids. Of
course it is.
That's work, right? Isn't that at some point, was it in the 50s that they wanted to provide Social Security to women that stayed home and worked as mothers? They should have. All right, trans people are okay. The government and their divisive media is the problem. Grape and Teen, thank you, Grape and Teen.
For the most part, sure.
To be fair, women hold the record for jumping to conclusions. Ho ho, Ollie Fox, look at you. I fell for it. Hooray! Hooray, males. We are better women than women. Take that, bitches. Luna Legger. Take it, bitches.
That's from my ACL.
And don't forget, bitches, that it's Fancy Vagina Friday. All right, love your show. It's my favorite show on YouTube. Polly, thank you, Polly. And the Trump tariff reverse money printer goes brrr, savage. All right, let's go here. Okay, let me see if I have another one. Refresh. We love the show too, Polly. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, are you looking for something fun to do in the near future? Well, do I have some ideas for you? Go to jimmydore.com and find our tour link, and you'll see that we're going to Los Angeles. We're going to be May 2nd at
Studio City.
I wonder if we have any tickets left on that one.
Do we?
Bakersfield, San Jose, Buffalo, Toledo, Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa, Glasgow, Manchester, Belfast, Dublin, Liverpool, Birmingham, and London. Ladies and gentlemen, those are just a few of the places that we're going to, and you should check it out. Go to jimmydore.com. All right, let's see what I have over here. Jimmy, are you ready yet?
Yeah.
All right. My friend had a now female trans lawyer who was promoted before being fired for not taking care of people's cases, including my friend's personal injury case. Arg. Mighty Rose, thank you. And now back to Jim Jam.